Hello everyone, my name is Yunting Zhang. You can call me Caitlin. For this week, I chose the topic of web accessibility because I know what web accessibility means, but I'm not sure how to make my website accessible. So let's find out. So what is web accessibility? So according the article Introduction to Web Accessibility by W3C, web accessibility means that websites, tools, and technologies are designed and developed so that people with disabilities can use them. It is essential for developers and organizations that want to create high-quality websites and web tools and not exclude people from using their products and services. So here's a quote. The power of the web is in its universality and accessed by everyone regardless of the disability is an essential aspect. So basically, the web accessibility means create a website that everyone can use regardless the disability. And let's talk about why is web accessibility so important. So first, it is nice for people with disabilities. So have you ever thought about how people with disability browse a website? For example, if a person who has color blindness, how can they tell the difference? And so it will be nice for them if we design our website including their needs. The second one is lawsuit rate is increasing. So another thing about why it is important is because a lot of companies are being sued by people because of this. That is why we need to take this seriously. So how to make our website accessible? So there are 6 of them that we can talk about later. So the first one is use the right colors and design for people with hearing loss and accessible by keyboard. Use alt text to define images and let user control elements. Optimize your context structure and headings. First one, use the right colors. So as you can see, here's an example of 2 different fonts. The left side is a bad font, and then the second one is a good example. So the first one, avoid low contrasts. So as you can see, the color is not like in the best contrasts. So there's a website you can check if your color is in the right contrast. I will link it below. And then the second one is avoid giving instruction using colors. So for example, this one. So you want to make it the text important so people can recognize it, but it is not like not obvious like what you want the user to do. So you can just make it like another text saying required. That would be better. So another thing about using the right color is provide the color names in description. So if you want to separate your categories by colors, you need to name you need to edit color names, because if you're using them by separate them by color, it would be hard for people who has color blindness. They can't really tell like what's the difference. So designed for people with hearing loss. So according to WHO, around 466 million people in the world suffered hearing loss or are deaf. So it is crucial for them to have an environment like create a sign language videos or provide video captions. So an example of provide video captioning is YouTube. YouTube have automatically caption that you can use. Third one, make your website accessible by keyboard. So people having visual problems or motor disabilities find it easy to navigate a website using the keyboard only. So they have trouble using the mouse or while clicking web elements that are too close to each other. So if a website is a keyboard accessible, user can use a keyboard to use all its control element. A control element can be an interactive function on a web page like links, forms, buttons. So for example, you can see this example. People can use a keyboard to see what is already selected. So next, let's talk about use alt text to define images. Using images is a huge impact for your web users. It can make your website better. However, for a blind user and those having low vision, it will be a huge obstacle. So if you can use the alt text to define images, it is good for people who are using screen reader or other assistive technologies. Next one is let user control elements. A lot of websites add product images in a slider. Although this graphic might look beautiful, but some people might not be able to follow the information that you're trying to present to people because the context is disappeared too quickly. That's why it is crucial to give users the control so that they have enough time to understand the provided information. So below is an image of an example. You can add an arrow that people to change different images, different informations. Last one, optimize your contact structure and headings. So use just one H1 per page in the page title. And headings should always be in order. Avoid using H4 directly after H2. And the size of the text must be easy to read and understand. Ensure interactive elements stands out. And give users the ability to increase fonts and on mobile device. Make sure all website links make sense out of context. Make website navigation easy with the help of site search or sitemap. Conclusion. Web accessibility is a topic that has just been brought out in the past few years. It is hard to make a website 100% accessible, but we should do our best. Remind your customers of the importance of web accessibility is also one of our responsibilities to make a better environment and prevent lawsuits. Websites should be used by everyone, so it is important to know how to make our website accessible. And here's our 2 links that can help you to make your website better. One of them is color contrast. So you can use this link to make sure your color is not in the low contrast. And the other one is a new website, so you can try to use it, and these ones help you to check if your website is in its web accessibility. And that's all for today. Thank you for listening this presentation, and I hope this presentation can help you guys have more understanding of what is web accessibility. And thank you.